Alright guys, I'm back at the shop today. See, it's right there through the window. I have a customer with a 2011 Winnebago Suncruiser. He says during the rain he gets water coming down the front of his windshield. He's taken it to the dealership. They said his windows were leaking, but the leak's coming from above the windows, so I'm not sure if that's completely the case. Sometimes, generally, it's either like the windshield, where it's actually mounted to the front cap, or those roof radius, those pesky roof radiuses on these Winnebagos. So I've kind of taken the front apart to get access so I can take a look, get a baseline, then we'll throw some water up there and inspect the roof radius and see if I can't make water come down from the radius. So let's take a look at what's going on. Now he says it comes from both sides, so I'll assume that's coming from both sides because he said so. So I've removed everything from up in here. He had a lot of board games, and there's a great big metal box that I took off. You can kind of see it on the ground there. So here I am looking underneath. I don't see a lot of evidence of water up here. You can kind of see how dusty it is. There's not a trail of water, but if I pull this wire back, you can kind of see where water probably was pooling based on the rust and the sawdust right in that area. So this is the front cap, obviously, and it gets glued onto the metal frame, which is right there. You've seen in a lot of my other videos of taking the front cap off. I don't see any real gaps, and it seems to be on there pretty well. And because I have water here, I don't imagine that water's coming down the front and coming back up the seal here to that point. So I still think it's going to be coming from above, just based on what I'm seeing, tracing the water coming up. And of course, if we look underneath, that's the front of the windshield right there. The top of it's pretty much in line with the top of this window. So again, I don't think it's coming from the window because it's coming from above the window. And the only real things above the window are going to be the front cap seam on the roof, right here, and the radius where it comes in. So maybe you guys can take a look better than me because I don't have a head that fits up in there. Alright, so this is, kind of looks like water might be coming from there. I think that's a safe-ish bet. I'll have to review the footage and see what I see, but that looks like water's been running in from that front radius cap area. Let's do a water test and find out. Okay guys, hopefully you can hear me, it's not too windy. So here we are at the front radius cap, or the front passenger side. This is where the roof radius meets the front cap. This actually goes underneath the front cap, and of course this roof edge gets tucked into this channel right here. So what can happen is water can get down into here, and of course they do make weep holes, right? Because this is a flexible surface and water could get behind there. So you got the weep hole there that should let any water out. But I have seen where this didn't get sealed very well, and so this gutter actually, with that cap or the seal on there, actually keeps water going down and continuing into the front cap area right there. I don't think it's likely leaking from this point, just because again that's below where we could see the water coming in on the inside, and this window is very far below that. So this is the wrong sealant that's been put on top, and yeah, this, I don't know if you can see, it is gapped there. So water could be going in that way, but I think it's unlikely, again, just because I know when I put the front cap on, you put a lot of sealant and adhesive right here. So even if water was getting right there, I don't think it's getting past everything else right there because it oozes out. I think it's much more likely that it's right here. But I'll still have to clear all this out. I guess I should do a quick water check and make sure nothing is leaking in. All right, so we got the water here. The really high-tech troubleshooting I'm doing. I guess I should get my tools out of the way. So I'm just going to try to spray water right here, right where I guess water would be going in. Whew. Sprained myself. That's a bad idea. So I'll let this run for a little bit. See if we get water coming in. Do we have water coming in here? Well, to my eye, I have water running in. Alright, so we troubleshot where it's coming from. Alright, so we troubleshot where the water's coming from. I don't think it's coming from the windows. I don't think it's coming from the front caps. It's definitely not coming from the clearance lights on the front. Winnebago does a good job keeping those things from leaking. So I think it's coming from that radius. Now we just have to solve the problem with that. So next thing I have to do is clean out all that wrong sealant. And what I traditionally do is I drill some extra weep holes underneath there, so if water does get in there, it doesn't have to fight its way out. And then I have to get that entire area underneath, that little bridge in between the rail and the front cap, and dig that out. And what I'll do is try to inject as much sealant as I can back between the cap and that roof radius material that I can. That way we're not forming a gutter going straight into the cap there. And I think we're doing pretty well. We found a leak. That's at least half the battle. Alright, so I removed quite a bit of sealant here. And one thing I have noticed is, look at this. This is somebody capped the seal with silicone. So don't use silicone on Proflex either, because it won't stick to the Proflex. Let's see if we can't peel this off. Not sure where to stop. I didn't quote to completely reseal this roof. I know when I water tested it, I didn't put water right here, so it's not leaking from here. It's just, I'm guessing he paid somebody to reseal his roof and they didn't seal it with the right sealant. But it's neither here nor there. I digress. Here we are. What I can kind of make out, let me get my high-tech tool here, is it looks like there's a gap between this front cap and the roof. And if I kind of look at it, I can see remnants of dirt in there. So I don't know if it's just something that simple that water's getting in through there. It's not a very common problem though. I still think it's coming from right about here. There's a lot of dirt in there. So I think it's pretty safe to say that's probably where it's been leaking. And obviously right there is not good. Look right here. Right where the roof goes. Yeah, I can probe right inside the roof right there. So let me get all this cleared out and we'll take a look at what we find. Yeah, well, I've done a lot of digging in here and I can't find the exact likely place where it's leaking. So I just need to get up in between here really well so I can put a nice big dam of sealant up here and dam it. I'll still drill my hole there, even if we pull this screw out. You see, it's not rusty, so it doesn't look like any water's getting in there either, which is a good sign. But on the side, Winnebago didn't used to install this screw there. It used to just be completely flat. And you'll see on some of my other videos that I've started installing screws there because this edge likes to peel up over time. And they were just hoping that adhesive was going to keep it down, and it didn't. So it's still a factory repair of what I'm doing. Well, I'm probing in here. It might be hard to see. If I reach in here and I pull this sealant back, right there. It can only get dirty if the water's getting on it and bringing it in. And then that would bring it down over the top. So it would be coming up from here. It doesn't normally leak right there. Usually there's a big goop of sealant right there. Alright, so I'm gonna have to do my best to get underneath there too. So I've been digging at this for a little bit longer. Getting some of this off, and again we can kind of see the sealant under there. Can you see? It's hard to see. It's also getting dirty. It's another indication we're getting water under there. Look at that. Huh. That is definitely not something you normally see on a Winnebago. Great. Fantastic. Now I don't trust any of this roof. I'm gonna have to do the entire cap seal. But we're gonna do it just like a roof anyway, so our shingles. So we'll have to do this with the ProFlex, seal that, and then we'll go over the top of that with the new Flex 311. As we get everything cleaned off, I'll get as much in there as I can, behind here as I can, drill my hole, redo this seal, at least to there, and then the same thing on the other side because it's leaking on both sides. Huh. It's always something weird. Alright, so here I'm on the roof. I'm just getting that roof cap seam off, or seal off. This is actually the Manus urethane that always deteriorates anyways. You can see how chalky it gets in the sun, so I don't really like that stuff. I don't know why Winnebago uses it on the front cap here. At any rate, somebody had sealed this before with, again, the wrong sealant, and you can see the gap. I would have never thought that was actually what the problem was, since this should be sealed pretty much 6 inches back all the way. So even if it was a gap there, I wouldn't expect water to get back there, but apparently it did. And that's what we're finding out. Alright, well here we are over here. So you can see the same problem. You see dirt on top of that seal. So I guess water's getting on top of there too. I can kind of see the whole thing flex a little bit. Once it gets back into there, it's likely just finding its way down. It's gonna make me rethink everything in life. It's a good thing I'm putting those caps on every time I redo a roof now. Winnebago doesn't do it, but if this was just sealed up to there, I don't think this would have been a problem. That's funny. I mean, it's not funny, it's tragic. Okay, so I think I got everything cleaned up, ready to go. I drilled an extra weep hole down here for no other reason than... Where is it? Can't even see it. Ah, there it is. So I'm going to start down low and get as much sealant in here as I can. Fill up this gap as much as I can, all the way up to this point. Do that on the other side, and then I'll do a cap over the top of that, starting about this paint line all the way across. So we'll have 2 seals right about there. There's not too much I can do about this without taking the entire front cap off, but I think this is actually going to solve the problem more than anything. So I got it all put in there, oozing out. Got this thing jammed up in there as far as I can. I'm going to try to squeeze as much in there as I can and make a big mess, more than likely. Alright. I'll just leave this little area right there I have to do. And of course I'm just using the GeoCell ProFlex. Again, this stuff is quite sticky and doesn't set firmly. It's more like a tar. It's the best way I can describe it. It's not silicone. So I just put some glass cleaner down there to act as a lubricant so I can wipe this stuff off fairly easily. It's always going to be difficult to do with one hand. So it would have been a big mess unless you would have put some cleaner or some water on there. Otherwise, it wouldn't have balled up really nice on my finger. I'm going to be using the new Flex 311. This is self-leveling silicone. This is a roof sealant that Winnebago uses. So this is actually a silicone. This is not self-leveling acrylic Dicor that you might see on most RVs. And because I'm putting this down, I could go with almost any seal I want to, but there's no reason to make the owner try to decide what seal is on top and which seal isn't on top. So I might as well match the existing sealant. And I'm just going to be running the bead of it. Pretty heavy bead, starting at this paint line over, because I don't want it to, it is self-leveling, so if I go too far to the edge, it will just start to seep over the edge. Alright, so like I said, I'm just doing something of a pretty thick bead of it. Now this stuff does not have a long shelf life, but it's a very durable material. It's not a roof sealant that you normally have to ever touch up again. That's why I do like it. So it's more of a higher quality roof sealant for sure. It doesn't crack like the self-leveling acrylic. So I'm just going to finish doing it that way. But this main purpose again is just to act as flashing to keep redirect water away. And from what I can tell, this is all sealed up pretty well from where I sealed it. Like I said, I'll let it set up, and then I'll do a leak test tomorrow and then put the inside back together. All right, let's turn the water on. Oh, got all over my shoes. All right, well, let's see if we're leaking this time. Hopefully not. Hopefully we go inside and we say no leak. How we do? So my hand is dry. Dry. Seems dry to me. Let's go look at the top and see what we can see from there. I don't know, looks pretty good to me. And it was flowing pretty good before. Call it good. Alright guys, well there you have it. 2011? I don't remember anymore. Let's take a look. 2011 Itasca Sunrise, water leak from the front cap. Looks like the we just had to seal the front cap and the radius cap's a little bit better. Again, need to inspect these things every year. I don't know why this one of all the Winnebagos was leaking. Normally it doesn't. I just have to put the cabinetry up back together, and we're gonna call this one good. Thanks a lot, guys. One more thing I forgot to mention. Just recently the channel went over 1,000 subscribers, which is outrageous to me, because I think about a year ago I just did my 100 subscriber special. I will try to put together a 1,000 subscriber special, but until that point I just wanted you to let everybody know I'm very, very grateful. The channel on YouTube, important things happen at 1,000 subscribers, and you guys helped me reach that goal, and I appreciate it. I've gone out of my way not to say, you know, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell. I find it to be annoying when people do that, so I definitely don't want to do that for you, but you guys still did it even without me saying it, and it's really one of the nicest things I've experienced so far. So again, I really appreciate it and hope this helps. Bye guys.